Hey everyone, it's Veroosh. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Moonwater. A lot of you guys were waiting for this video to let you know how to make Moonwater if you missed the first time. So just to get everybody caught up to speed, Moonwater is a type of charged water that is charged by the elements, so either the moon for Moonwater or sun for Sunwater or stars for star water, and it's a type of water that is charged by those energies at particular times in order to infuse into it a very specific type of energy. You can use Moonwater for different purposes. Today we're talking about Moonwater associated with eclipses. So you can use Moonwater to change your fate, improve situations. If you have placements in the Virgo Pisces axis, this may be a very special Moonwater for you. This special instance of Moonwater is great for motherhood, pregnancy, building a family, intuition, connecting with your ancestors, and starting a business. I'm not going to explain how to make Moonwater here, but essentially you need a purified container and collect natural water to put in it. That can be in a lake, river, ocean, even rain. But if you're short on time, then feel free to use tap water. So what you typically do is take the water outside at a time in which you want to infuse it. Right now we're talking about eclipses, and so by putting your vessel, your container, outside at a time when there's an eclipse, infuses the water with that energy so that you can use it for energy work and magical purposes. So a common time when people make Moonwater is under a full moon or a new moon, or even an eclipse if that's in your practice. I noticed a synchronicity between the eclipses, namely September 18th, 2024, March 14th, 2025, and September 21st, 2025. This was a series of full moons and a new moon at the end on the Virgo Pisces axis. All of those eclipses are happening in the same degrees on the axis, meaning either the sun or moon are in a specific degree of Pisces, and in one instance, I believe, the moon was in Virgo, but directly opposite the sun in that position in Pisces. This gives us an awesome opportunity to use that moment in order to make a supercharged Moonwater. This consists of capturing water and charging it under each eclipse. Now, I'm aware that some of you have missed the September 18th, 2024 eclipse, so I found a way for you to make Moonwater to compensate for that energy. Now, if you missed March 14th, 2025, that will be a little bit different. You wanted to capture that Moonwater if you can. But if you don't have water from March 14th, 2025, I think you can use this water that I'm about to tell you about to make a replacement. Some of you have Moonwater from the Pisces full moon eclipse on September 18th, 2024. That's great. But if you want to replace it, there's a way in which you can make Moonwater now that will have comparable or slightly less powerful but yet functional energy. If you recall, I mentioned that Venus and Mercury retrograde are moving between the eclipses in Aries and Pisces. This is very atypical because both planets turned retrograde at the Aries eclipse point that we just had and turned direct at the eclipse point of where the sun was for the Virgo full moon eclipse on March 14th, 2025. This means that this termination point where Venus and Mercury turn direct is the same position where either the sun or moon was during those eclipses. This means that you can create Moonwater by setting it outside underneath the stationing direct planets, Venus and Mercury, to get a similar effect. Tonight on April 7th at 1 a.m., Mercury stations direct. This means that overnight you may want to put out your vessel of water in order to charge it, but don't open it yet. put the water outside on April 13th when Venus stations direct, the same water that you are going to charge tonight, in order to infuse it with the energy of Venus and Mercury. Now, this isn't exactly the same as charging it under the eclipse, but it is a comparable energy, and since the retrograde cycles of Venus and Mercury are between these eclipse points, I think you can get away with it. One thing to remember with these moon waters is that you want to keep them separate. So for the 3 eclipse moon waters that you made, make sure to keep them separate until you have all 3 to work with. If you're making the retrograde moon water for Venus and Mercury retrograde tonight, you want to do that in one vessel, in the same container. So put the water out on April 7th through the night, and put the water out on April 13th for the same purpose, the same vessel, the same container. But you still don't want to combine it with the moon water for the eclipses. Once you get the final moon water on September 21st, 2025, you can begin your practice. You can use them separately or combine them together for a combined effect. I hope you guys enjoy this. I will do a tarot card message for this in the description, and I hope you have a nice day. Take care. Bye.